I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends, or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he a domino. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like a Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since. All the dominance, one west rising to prominent. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupon for Uber. Rhymes hard like they've been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by black Apollos, let the semi holler. The showstopper, then the proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm grown, I'm up, Patron, premium, my vodka. I put extensions on the block, modify the chopper. The small heavy, war ready, and it's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm a bone, I ain't no rapper, do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when they eat so, none of them can get to the fire. Around with me, and I had a nigga spit like a tire, down the deep, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel with night, I'm winning, coming through with the title because I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
Salaki, you say your precept?
Sell to my people, make sure you keep them feeling. If any try to shoot you, make sure that you leave them leaking. He said,
I'ma hold you down when problems pop up.
How you got me moving this dope? Want me in lockup? He said,
don't you want the best vertible with the top cut? Yeah. Stop, bitch, get in that kitchen, let it rock up. Bitches love the dope boy, especially when it's pop up. I know you know rhyme.
You the plug from by the block up?
I'll tell you a little secret, man. make sure that you keep your mouth shut. Ron got a Lexus, crib in Philly and Texas. Trips to the Bahamas, just got a whip for his mama. He fucking up in commas, be honest, he seem decent though.
I hear you, but I just seen Ron about a week ago. Fat, he ain't looking too good. His knees is kinda slow. I asked him why the struggle, he got stuck up for his bundle, but them 6 hollow tips in his legs what made him crumble.
He got a house and mama is living good.
Said the feds took it all, he right back in the hood. I see you try to play me, you gave us crack in the 80s. Made us abort our babies and making hoes out our ladies. I know you got me gravy, but Satan, you must be crazy. It's gonna take more than cars one to amaze me. I seen niggas shoot for the stars, but being lazy. Never get their head at the clouds, so you don't faze me.
I guarantee that you gon' regret it, remember I said it.
Nah, you could get it.
What you saying, I can't win?
Nah, devil, nice try, so until we meet again.
I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't had to die to meet the devil. I ain't religious or superstitious, but we've been getting fucked and put to the side like a mistress. Police patrolling why? Because prison became a business. They murdered one of ours and they start talking about forgiveness. We think that it's alright because we got public assistance. If this ain't hell, dog, what is this? Where was all lives mattered when they killed Osama? There was no peace talk like the Dalai Lama. Bush dropping bombs saying he gon' bring the drama. They got justice, man, they even caught the Boston bomber. But when we ride, they send the military in armor. When we fight oppression, then our people die a martyr. You reap what you sow, some people call it karma. When Christ return, y'all gon' get this harvest like a farmer. Don't tell me don't bring up the past no more. They still trying to settle the score with a side of Shakur. I changed my life and I'm just trying to live life right. But at night I look behind me and see flashing lights patting me down. You got nothing that's poking me right. I don't smoke or push pills, I gave up my vice. So Mr. Officer, why you wanna take my life? And your honor, why you gave our homeboys life? I've been wondering why you shot our homeboy twice. Pussy with a gun screaming out that he got a knife. He came from Habibi's spot, it was chicken and rice. Shit's trife, I'm just giving visuals like Skype. As Trayvon, Mike Brown, a Kai Gurley, Eric Garner, Sean Bell, Philando, Alden, Sterling, Jaquan McDonald. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. The white man is so devilish. Ask Hammurabi, he'll tell you who the devil is. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. We fell for the lies of the devil. When we got high was the devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. I ain't have to die to meet the devil. Angels fell and landed in the ghetto. The earth was given to the hands of devils. Then we seen the rise of the devil. I pray for the demise of the devil. Lord knows I despise every devil. I looked into the eyes of the devil and said, I pray you die every devil.
You understand? You done found a new breed of Hebrews that stand and walk with the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. And we don't care who we got to come up against. You ain't standing before this truth. You understand? We done took them all on and gonna continue to take them all on.
You paid $25 for that shit? Or from cost there? Let me see.
20.
It
took a minute to get it.
A lot of truth to this tree. Open up the book just to see I'm right. Reminiscing on my ancestors. How those ships who had to plead for life took us to a place where ain't never safe.
No, I ain't see that one.
Enough food to put our children up in daycare.
So how much?
Fresh out of slavery.
60.
Thinking that they care. Guns in the community.
50.
Children can't play there.
Yeah, that motherfucker, that was 20.
We died for that same cause. Took away our history, believing that we ain't lost. Brother, I'm an Israelite. Sin is like kryptonite. Brothers won't pray, no. They rob a Lincoln shit tonight. Praises to the Most High. I ain't like most guys. Eyes on the future, but I learned from a boat ride. Tribe of Benjamin, inherited on both sides. Background Jamaican, mistreated and I know why. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites.
Yeah, that motherfucker nice. Nice side.
Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite.
It ain't worth $20.
Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
Kwam Yasha Allah, sons of the power. Rise from the ghetto when Satan want us devoured. The seal of the Lord ain't found in church towers. Never dying on my knees like no coward. Wanna be an Israelite, you gon' need more than fringes. You gon' need to show you approve and get in them scriptures. Oh, I forgot to mention, traumatized from the lynching. Homicide, we the victim. Homicide ain't the ending. Kids with PTSD, suffering symptoms, never getting treatment. Something he gotta sleep with. Stockholm syndrome so long, it ain't a secret. That's why I died for them brothers I'm facing east with. I'm an Israelite, crackers better get it right. Visions of my enemies, death flow through my dreams at night. And if your mind ain't there, then we don't dream alike. Reporting live from hell, home of Christians and Edomites.
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
While they play the sidelines, comfortable on benches. Catch me on the front lines, putting work in trenches. Making sure I'm election, preparing for Armageddon. Mastering this profession of prophesying these lessons. Protecting our adolescents and answering all their questions. Teaching to love their reflection, no matter what their complexion. We got a common connection, a part of God's hand selection. A shot at the resurrection, through us achieving perfection. But to give life takes sacrifice. Battle demons every fight. Short days and long nights. Less sleep and more fights. More wisdom, more strife. Telling everybody that they wrong and you're right. I'm an Israelite, blood of an Israelite. I ride for my Israelites and die for my Israelites. We owe a debt cause Christ paid the price. So who ready to give their life the life of an Israelite?
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
All right, Shalom, it's real. We're the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Your Honor. And we are here in St. Louis. Y'all know where we at, address, number, and everything. If you got any questions, you can text your questions to, that's if you don't want to be, live, if you got a question you want to answer. You can text the questions to 314-696-8288. And if you wanted to be on the live, call in, you can dial 712-832-8320. And the PIN number is 825-1636. And if you're on Facebook, you got any questions, type them in, bear with us, and we're going to give you the answers. All right, if you're on, what else we on? The Twitter, whatever other social media site.
Damn right.
We're gonna be going live on TikTok in a minute.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? We almost got them 1,000 subscribers. Make sure you subscribe to that, so we can get them 1,000 subscribers, so we can go live on that one too.
Come.
A lot of people on damn TikTok.
Yeah.
Like it's them videos, funny ass videos. You know what I'm saying? All them dances and shit they be doing. Man, that shit is crazy. But they be on TikTok all day and all night. You know what I mean? But, like I said, we're going to get it in real quick. All right, we're going to start off with questions. We got, I got one so far. I got some more coming in. And we'll tune in. 1 second. All right. Let's see. Here's the first question. This is from a sister. And it says, why can't our families accept us becoming Israelites? Hey, that's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a damn good question. And here's the things, two things about that. We're gonna go to the scripture and give you the answer, but then here's something that's right in front of your face, and a lot of people can't see. You know what I mean? I see that Christianity, that religion, is the reason. That's the number two reason. The number one reason is so-called white man being the devil the Bible speaks of. The number two reason is that horrible religion that our people are in called Christianity, the Christian church, right? And all other religions and any other reason you could think of follows behind those two. But our families, you know, if you think about it, they're in a Christian church heavy, and they really believe that nonsense. Like, can you believe that the Christian church abandoned their members about when the COVID-19 hit? I'm gonna keep bringing it up, even though COVID slowed down a little bit, but guess what? It's ramping back up. It's coming back up again. You heard that?
Coming, sir.
Coming back up. Everybody thought COVID was gone. Guess what? It's going back up. Okay? The Lord is not playing, man. You got to turn around and know and understand. And all you got to do is just listen to us. You know? Is that so hard, Abana? To just listen to the men of the Lord and do absolutely what we tell you to do. Guess what? Your life will be less hell, less stressful. Just doing what you're told, trying to figure it out, trying to find your way, trying to do it how you want is not going to work. You know? And there are several scriptures that I'm going to read about that as far as why our families can't accept us becoming Israelites. First off, I absolutely love it. I love the true good life. You understand? It fixed everything in my life, brother. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even have them problems that I had before when I was in the world. You know? And whoever does not accept it, I don't even care, first off. Whether it's friends, family, associates, neighbors, whoever, you understand, see this and don't like it, hey, what they say in the world about tough titty.
Come,
You know what I mean? Tough titty, who cares? But to the question about our families accepting it, you know, they're not going to. You know? Give me, what is that, Romans?
Matthew 10:30.
Yeah, you know where I'm going. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? Right hand man, second in command, know exactly where I'm going. Kind of game ready. Give me that. And one more before you start reading. Like I said, that religion, just think about it. They what did they do? That article we brought out of mine, they turned around and the preachers and the churches started begging for more money out. Remember that? How they turned around and claimed that they was going broke so goddamn fast. COVID hadn't hit nothing but 3 months. 3 months in. 4 months in. All of these millions of people, how many millions of people was it almost 2 million?
You count, sir.
Or something like that. Look that number up for me. I think it was more than that. How many people lost their job at the start of COVID? Look that up for me, brother. All of these people that was going to these churches lost their jobs. They lost their jobs at the start of COVID. Jobs started closing left and right. That's what they started doing. They started closing everywhere. Man, here in St. Louis, right in this city, this is small town. It was almost 100 businesses closed, 100 restaurants. Am I right on that about?
Count, sir.
About 100 restaurants closed right here in the city of St. Louis during the start of COVID. You got the numbers?
I'm pulling up now.
Man, I can't remember how many it was that was unemployed at the start of COVID. But I just want to be exact about the number, because I think it was more than almost 2 million. I want to say that. But I got another number in my head. You know, I got so many numbers. We bring out so many articles and so many statistics and so many topics and so many everything. Good night. I got all these numbers in my head, and I don't want to say the wrong number.
Salakia, sir. It says, total civilian employment as measured by the current population survey fell by 21 million from the fourth quarter of 2019.
I was right. I was gonna say 21. I was thinking that, but I was like, I don't know if that's too large. I ain't wanna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't wanna say that.
Man.
Yeah, and that's just from COVID. That's just from COVID. And you had these nasty preachers going around begging their members for money. And the members ain't got no money.
Kind,
What
sir.
talking about? What kind of tithes you trying to collect? They lost their jobs, Pastor. You know what I mean? And show you Pastor didn't give a damn. You know? He didn't care. And guess what? They don't care about you being an Israelite either. You know? They what are they saying about us? It's a fad. You know, what else are they saying? We racist just like the KKK. Like, good night. We're not burning shields of David in people's yard all the way around and running them out their house.
Kind.
You know what I'm saying? Setting the house on fire, and then when they come outside, hit them with them shotguns like they did us. You know, they did that to us right across the bridge on East St.LOUIS. Remember when that happened?
Kind.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we brought that out and bring that out all the time. They turned around and was burning brothers and sisters out of their homes. You know, they ended up killing well over 1,000 something brothers and sisters just senselessly. You know, and they used to do that, burn crosses and set their house on fire, so when the brothers and sisters and the babies come running out the damn house fire, they turn around and gun them down with the shotgun. But they say that we're like them.
Right.
And we haven't hurt anybody. It just amazes me, y'all. You know what I mean? And what it truly is, the real reason behind your family hating you for you coming into the truth is because they love our oppressor.
That's right.
They love that white man. You know, they can't get enough of him. They can't get enough of his oppression and his murder and his rape and his thievery. They cannot get enough of him. It's like no matter what he does, hey, he's still God.
Kind.
The white man is right. What they say, white is right. And that's what they believe. But let me or you start reading what's in the Bible. In the Bible, they say what? We crazy.
Right.
They say we are black supremacists. Yes, we are. You understand? I definitely am all in favor of my race being the supreme race on the planet. Absolutely. I'll take that one. I will take that one.
Damn
but
right.
The other nonsense, y'all got to put that back in your pocket. You know, because we don't fit the description. You can't say we're just like the KKK. We're not going around rallying and running up on white people and beating their ass. Like, they actually deserve it.
Damn right.
To be honest, they deserve for just everybody to just come together, because everybody hates them. Everybody hates the oppressor. And we should all get together and beat up the bully. But I know that you just are not capable of doing it. You can't even separate from him. You can't even stop celebrating his holidays. You know what I mean? You turn around and get mad at your family because they want to stop celebrating, you know, holidays.
Right.
You only want to talk to them around the holiday. You see all the videos that they putting out?
Yeah.
You know, TikToks, the whole family dancing around the goddamn turkey and the stuffing, dancing around the hog mogs and the chitterlings. Did you see them,
Kind.
Looking ridiculous as hell. Ain't seen not now one family video all year, but now it was turkey and stuffing and cranberry sauce. Now it's videos everywhere.
Kind.
Families all together everywhere. Not even such a one big happy family. Don't even know each other at all. But guess what? We got pictures of us around the clock.
Kind. Sir.
I see my family all week. You understand? I see my family all week, and he's sitting in class with me right now.
Damn right.
But that family in the world, because they love the oppressor more than they love the Most High, more than they love you, more than they love themselves, they're going to hate you for coming into the truth. They're going to. Because you're going against the grain, right? Think about what's on Harriet Tubman had said. There was a quote, you can look this up. Harriet Tubman said, I freed thousands of slaves. She said, I could have freed more, only if they knew they were slaves.
Right.
They didn't know. And they, man, a lot of them started thinking that they were one of the family. They really believed that this was like a way of life. Like, this is how we supposed to be. They were born into slavery. You know what I mean? They were born into, they watching their mothers and fathers get their backs beat for not picking up enough cotton, not frying the egg, dropping the egg on the ground instead of dropping it in the skillet properly. All kinds of things. So on some of the movies that they remake, what's that, The Butler?
Kind.
The start of the goddamn movie, you see this nasty bastard, this slave owner go out and pick him a woman out in the field and take her in the barn house and rape her. That's what was happening in slavery. So we was born into that. So it was like, hey, this is how I am. This is how it is. This is how it's supposed to be. When that's not it. You understand? The white man went way too far, went way overboard.
That's right.
The Lord does not forgive him for that, and you shouldn't either. But because you got the love of Jesus in your heart, that is so twisted. Because when you go in the Bible and you actually read what the love of Jesus that Jesus had for people, it was his own. It wasn't everybody. The love of Jesus does not reach out for the white man and extend his arm to Karen and Billy and say, oh, come, my child. You know what I'm saying? That's not it. But in the Christian church, in the Christian's mind, the black Christian's mind, that's what they see. They actually see them two white fingers touching, what's that picture supposed to represent? God and man. God. I forgot what they call it, but the name of it is. But God and man, they see two white, filthy, dirty white hands touching, and they believe that that's God and man coming together. You know what I mean? They really see white whenever they think of God, whenever they think of Christ, whenever they think of the angels, whenever they think of the prophets, the priests, Moses, Joshua, Daniel, Jeremiah. They see white.
Right.
They see white. That's why. That's another reason why they hate their family. They're going to hate you for you coming into the truth, for you picking up your culture, for you picking up your identity, while you're going to speak against those fake Jews, and you're going to tell, oh no, you're not the Jew by blood. That's what you're going to say.
Right.
You're going to say that. When you do say that, they're going to be like, I know they did. You idiot. They're going to be like Shaq and what's the Charles Barkley.
Kind, sir.
They're going to be like them. Idiot. It should have punished him. Your family is going to ridicule you. They're going to want to punish you. You got to watch some of you. If I know you know who's drunk and who's an alcoholic and who's a crackhead and all, you better watch them. They might fight you because they already out their mind.
Right. They
already out. Your sweet little mama and grandmama, they might try to get up and hit you with a frying pan. Going against say white Jesus.
Kind, sir.
Go against say white Jesus if you want to. You know what I mean? They just might try to do you like they did Pawpaw back in the day and hit him with that skillet. They might go get that frying pan and try to hit you with it when you come up against their white Jesus. But that's one reason, is because they are slaves. Christians, black Christians in the church, right? I don't care which denomination. It can be apostolic, Pentecostal. What's the one, the predominantly black one? The Southern Baptist?
Yeah, it's that Baptist.
They go out and do all the good singing.
That's that Baptist.
You know what I'm saying? They do all the good singing, boy. The Baptists got some big old choir.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of niggas in the Southern Baptist conventions and all that. But guess what? Guess who is the founder of all of those religions? Even your what's that one? The non-denominational.
Right.
It's still oppressive. It's the so-called white man. Here it is. You think you taking yourself out the picture. You still in there. Talking about some damn non-denomination.
Kind.
And you ain't supposed to be none of those denominations. None of those. So that's one reason that your family is going to hate you and reject you for you coming into the truth, for you waking up, for you realizing that your nationality is not African and American. You're no way in hell a damn American. You don't get treated like one. And you're absolutely not an African either, because they don't like you either. Even though Africans are of dark skin, they don't like us either. Why? Because they know that we are not their people. They know we're not family. And that would irritate the hell out of me too, or people trying to be my family. You know what I mean? And knowing that we not.
That's right.
That would irritate the hell out of me. You know? Don't keep coming over and talking about Cousin Pete. You know you ain't my goddamn Cousin Pete.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Come on now, stop it. You know, but that's what we do. We've been forcing ourselves on everybody, man. And it's actually a shame. You know, but now, for once in your life, you ain't got to be ashamed now. You can come in here, that old selfish, slave, and nasty family of yours don't like you and don't accept you. Guess what? Commanding Junior Hunter will. You come here and you start rocking that shield of David. You start wearing them fringes on them clothes. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about now, not the bottom of a t-shirt now. You understand?
Right.
We ain't with that culture right there, okay? Fringes don't go on the bottom of t-shirts. But I have seen sisters that put them on pants and they dresses and stuff like that, and it looks good. You understand? It looks really good. So nothing wrong with, and the natives always warm.
Damn right.
The native Indians, I love they get up. You know what I mean? They be having fringes wrapped all the way around. From top to the bottom and be looking damn good, and they be dancing, doing their little powwow. You know, we got to go to one of them live.
Damn right.
We almost went out there with Officer DeBar Mott. Out there to that, we was going to take that food and go out there and help feed. Oh, man. And these damn donations that we got in here,
right?
Take all that out there and go give it to some people that actually want it. You know what I mean? Straight up, because the natives are our people too. And they suffering on those reservations just as well as we are suffering in the ghetto. This is why we are all supposed to come together, you know, just like the brothers did down there in Acuna. The brothers in Texas went to Mexico and fed the brothers that sitting on the borders that had, man, that was terrible out.
Yes.
That was terrible, man. You say they would walk, brother, they walking the toiletries and the food and the clothes and Pampers and milk and all this stuff through the water. You see that?
Kind of.
They didn't want them sleeping on the ground, so they had to go be up, under the bridges and all, and they had to walk across. It was terrible. You know what I'm saying? But the men of the Lord went down there and took care of that. So, like I said, I definitely want to get to one of the powwows.
Damn right.
Remember we went to Cahokia?
Cahokia Mines.
Man, when it came to me, I was like, damn, forgot the natives right across the bridge.
Yep.
And go over there, and the white man destroyed it.
Kind of.
I'm envisioning it when I was a kid, and I'm thinking like, damn, but I forgot all about it.
Right.
Because I went over there and on a field trip, and I was like, damn, Cahokia Mines. Because I remember the biggest thing that I remember was the clock that they had outside.
Kind
How they told time. That was amazing. That tripped me out. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. You know what I mean? How in the hell? I'm looking at my watch like, you know what I mean? And I'm looking on the ground, and it's looking like what's on this damn wrist of mine.
Right.
And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And the Native Indians are absolutely an amazing people because they're our people, right? But I went over there and got disappointed, man. They turned around and totally destroyed, misrepresented, and lied about the Native Indians' culture.
Kind.
They straight lied about it. Had them some of those statues.
The wax figures.
The wax figures.
Oh my God.
And damn Pampers.
Kind
Grown
of.
men and women walking around in damn Pampers, man. Like, that was ridiculous. That was not their culture. They weren't just savages like what the white man portrayed. Just walking around, damn near butt naked in a Pamper.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, stop it. But that disappointed me, man, when we went over there for that. You know. But the so-called white man, he is the devil the Bible speaks of.
Damn right.
Right? And like I said, I can go on forever about, why your family is not going to accept you being an Israelite. Because, number one, it's the slave that Harriet Tubman had to pull the pistol on. You know what I mean? That's your family. Think of your family as when you go back and you watch that the movie, what's it called? A Woman Called Moses, I think it's the name of it.
Kind of.
When you watch that, you're going to see her pull that pistol on several slaves. And that's your family. Now that you want to be free from the slave doctrine, you know what I'm saying, which is Christianity, they gonna come up against you, trying to tell on you.
Kind of.
Try to do like what they did on Life. Hey, boss, they ain't working. You know what I mean? Like, they want to tell the master, you trying to get away and be free. They want you to continue to be slave. Well, ain't no free. Get back in here. What are you doing? That's your family. They don't want you to be free. They want to be slaves.
Right.
They are fine being up under this devil's heel. They scared of them. They scared of white men. Yeah, they scared of white women too.
Kind of.
The latest Walmart incident where the brother was in the store shopping with his groceries and his items, and the white man come up and tell him, "You people always stealing out of here." Brother ain't stole nothing.
Right.
He started taking things out of his basket. The brother go snatch him back. The devil go back to the basket and snatch some more stuff out of there. Then he start calling him a nigga, of course.
Right.
Now where is that heat and that smoke? Like, I know you would have gave a brother, if it had been a brother, done something like that to you. You understand? You'd have turned around, you'd have killed him right then and there. But these devils, you don't have that same heat. He just filed a complaint. You know what I mean? Filed a complaint. But just saying, the point I'm making is, we don't have that same heat that we do, because guess what? The slaves was made to fight and go against each other. They did certain things to keep us divided. That's why we so divided now. You talk about, man, how long niggas been talking about uniting and unity? UNITY. When did Queen Latifah come up with that? UNITY. What year was that about?
Man, that's early 90s.
83 or something like that. What year was that? Look at that. What year was that? I can't even remember what year that was. Queen Latifah been talking about uniting. Long time ago. Made a song about it. UNITY. It was a nice little song she made too. And we still ain't UNITY. We still have not united, man. We still separate. We separate as hell. And we've been talking about all this coming together, all these rappers, all these singers, all these dancers, all the entertainers, all the celebrities. We need to come together as black people. We need to come together as a community. We need to come together and do this. We need to come together and do that. And it still has not happened, Devon.
Right.
You know what year it is?
One second.
I don't know why I'm saying 83. I don't know why I'm thinking 83.
$1993.
Oh, it's 93?
Kind of.
Okay, I had 3 right. Yep. All right, let's read the scripture real quick, so the sister will know why these families can't accept these black families who you would think will roll with you.
You gonna go through the whole breakdown, or go right to the point?
We'll start at
34,
31.
31.
I think. Yeah, come. We're talking about peace on earth, right?
Right, 34.
34?
Con, sir.
Okay, what 31 say?
Fear ye not, therefore ye are more valuable than many sparrows.
Okay, no.
It started 34.
Go
So
ahead, come on, you got it.
con, sir. Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Every Sunday, every choir rehearsal, every new saints class, every family and friends day. What they call it? Pastor, family and friends meet and greet, and what else they be doing in them churches?
Oh man.
The youth program.
Oh yeah.
The youth ministry.
Yep.
The motherboard. Whatever day it is, they always talking about peace. They always talk about peace, be still. I used to hear that.
Right.
They said that in church when my grandmother used to make me go, peace, be still. Only thing I would hear is y'all stop moving in this room.
Right.
You know what I mean? Peace, be still. Like, what the hell did that even mean? And they always prayed for that. It was always peace, be still.
Con.
In the name of Jesus, I curse and I bind and all that nonsense. We ain't cursing and binding a goddamn thing. I can't wait till we can take and curse and bind these preachers' tongues in a goddamn knot so they can't preach no more.
Right.
That's what I can't wait to do. I'm going to take your pastor with his nasty ass, child molesting, sleeping with other men's wives, doing drugs and every damn thing else. I remember seeing a deacon, this was no lie. One of the deacons at the church I used to go to up on Page, you know the liquor store next to the hotel, right?
Right.
He used to be over there.
Mm.
You understand? He'll go, this was after church, mind you. This was after church on Sunday. And he used to play the tambourine. I can tell you that too. He had played the tambourine. He had the sugar.
Oh man.
He had one of those too. Now I didn't think at first seeing him, that he was soft or nothing. He didn't seem like it. But I was catching him periodically with that tambourine and you know what we think about niggas with tambourine.
Right.
You understand? But I would see him at the liquor store, drunk, screaming, hollering, doing all this, like he was preaching another song, like he was doing all this up in the air, leaning all up against the pole. So I guess he had to, do all that before he went to the hotel. You know what I mean? He had to get ready. Was about to go down in that room.
Right.
He had to call on the spirit. He needs some help in there with that hole. You know what I'm saying?
Con, sir.
He about to get 1, 2 of them holes out. He needs some help, Lord. Come on down and help me, Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, come on, man. This dude bugged out his mind. But then turn around and every Sunday, there he is.
Mm-hmm.
There he is. Singing and dancing, preaching. Whole deacon, but crackhead, alcoholic, and buying hoes right around the corner.
Yeah.
That's the Christian way.
Right.
Now, why didn't they pray for deacon to be still and not go over on Page and be getting them hoes and be getting no crack? You understand? Why didn't they do that? Why didn't they pray that his ass be still? Not no peace, because Christ said ain't no peace. He didn't come to bring peace. Keep going.
I came not to send peace but a sword.
He came not to send peace but a sword. And what is a sword used for? A sword is a weapon. And it is used for battle. It is used for war. All right? Keep going.
For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
He come to set a man at variance against his father. That variance is talking about a difference. At odds. You understand? You and this father of yours, you're going to be at odds. I remember when my father called himself mocking me. You know what I mean? He turned around and called me. He's deceased now. He's dead now. You understand? We ain't even had no real smoke. You know what I mean? It wasn't no real smoke. But he just thought it was funny. He said, "Oh, so you the most high priest now, huh?" You know what I mean? He thought it was funny. And I was damn right. I am.
Right.
You know what I mean? You should be too. You know, you should join me.
Damn right.
You know? But like I said, but he you know, for the most part, he didn't really, you know, we didn't like go to war like we about to kill each other like that. You understand?
Right.
But he did not see it at first, you know, and he never got me the truth. Don't let me tell that lie. You understand? But he did call me, and he was like, and see, this is one thing that, well, the first thing that makes me hold my post is I can't get Captain Malquad's voice out of my head. I've been hearing, hold your post out, like, you know what I mean? I heard that, like, every time I would call and check in.
Kind of.
Captain Malquad would tell me, hold your post out, and that's all I heard. I haven't heard it in years, but that's all I hear now. You know what I mean? Is hold your post, meaning don't leave the truth, right? And that was encouragement that Captain Malquad was giving a new brother coming out of the world into the truth.
Right.
Which was to stay down, hold on, you know, hang in there. You know, what is it? When the going get tough, the tough get going, right? Something like that. That's like what he was saying. Hold your post, you know. And I done held it down. I'm still here, and I don't plan on leaving at all.
Right.
You understand? I ain't going no goddamn where. I don't have anywhere to go, and I absolutely love that option. You understand? I love the option and the fact that there is nowhere under the heaven for me to go if I leave this truth. You understand? And that is simply amazing to me. All right? So, hold on one second. We'll finish that scripture up. All right. So verse 35. Hey, Shalom. Say it again. You can speak up, brother. I can't hear you.
Shalom, Cap.
Shalom. Yabashir Shabbatah.
Yabashim, Yabashim,
Shalom, brother. Yabashir Shabbatah.
This is my nephew Ramsey, my sister Kim in the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Most of that Christ, man. Shalom, nephew. What's going on? If you can have a seat on this side. Okay. With your uncle. So you brought your sister to him?
Yeah, because he was in the middle of doing my hair. I need to finish doing my hair, but the time was running out. I was trying to make it here. So she need to finish my hair. Is it okay she do it in here?
Huh?
Is it okay she finish my hair?
What?
Finish
Not
my
during class?
Yeah.
Not during class?
Oh, not doing...
Yeah, no. Not during class. Class. This ain't no beauty salon. This is school. You know what I'm talking about? Now, after class, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind. But definitely not during. Yep. So you finish that scripture for me, Ward.
Come, sir. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
Okay, so right here, it don't sound like Christ is coming to bring all the families together, do it? Sound like don't sound like no peace gonna be still around there, do it? Finish, read that last part.
And a man's foe shall be they of his own household.
Man's foes, what's a foe? A foe is an enemy. They're gonna be the very people that you live with. Your brothers, your sisters, your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your cousin. Your children gonna be mad as hell because they ain't gonna get no Christmas gifts no more.
Kind.
Badasses didn't deserve no Christmas gift from the beginning.
Right.
They don't listen. They don't sit still. You get calls from school every day. Sister John, Miss Johnson, Miss Jones, your son just will not sit down. Shaquita just slapping everybody, cussing them out. You know what I mean? Won't sit down on the bus. You get calls about baby kids all day long, but you worried about giving them a gift, something that they can't live without on Christmas.
Right.
You know, when they didn't even deserve it. They don't even deserve a gift. You know, but our people are breaking their neck to turn around and celebrate these days when the Lord just said He ain't coming to bring no peace, and it does not. I mean, look at your family.
Right.
Look at them. And you tell me, was this a peaceful and loving family? All of this nonsense that's been going on, the uncles that have been molesting the damn kids that they know didn't did it. One of my cousins, right, tripped me out when I found out about it. He got molested by his uncle, right? And he turned, full punk. Like he was taking the hormone shots to try to grow breasts, try to get his butt fat, try to get hips. I ain't lying. He was doing all of that. I turned around. When I first met him, this was back, I was like 12. I ain't trying to tell y'all how young I am. When I first met him, the dude, he had his hair slicked back, ponytail weave down to his butt. He had on some, remember them biker pants? He had on some biking pants, you understand, some riding boots, and he had a blouse on tied up in the front. You know how the women had like short blouse, that the belly be out and all that, like whatever they call them.
That's like a halter top.
That's kind of something like that. And had it tied up in a knot in the front. And I asked my mama, I said, "Mama, ain't that a fag?" Like, hey, that's all I knew he was, you know what I'm saying? And I could see that this was a boy, right, dressed like and looking like a girl. Hey, Shalom, sis, how you doing?
Hi.
All right. Come on in, have a seat on this side for me, please. All right. If y'all need some Bibles, we got some over here. We got some scratch paper over here. You know, so we got some pencils over if you need it. So we y'all keep up with us, take notes. Yep. So, like I said, that was the first thing I said when I saw him. You know, I said, "Mama, is that a fag?" You understand? Because he was, you know. And come to find out what happened, his uncle had molested him. And everybody in the family knew. You know what I mean? Everybody, all the women. I was like the new family, like I said, because that was my first time meeting my cousin. And I didn't know. I didn't know what happened. But everybody started telling me, yeah, his uncle, molested him when he was little. And then you know what happened? He ended up doing the same exact thing to his nephews. You understand? He ended up molesting all three of them, And go ahead, sis.
Can I ask questions? I'm not sure if I can.
Huh? Yeah, you can definitely ask questions, sis. Anything you need to ask. Go ahead.
I mean, that's like a...
Get the sister a mic, too. Go ahead, you can ask.
So since that happened to the end of... I'm a psychiatric nurse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And since that happened, to me, that's almost like a psychosocial thing that the individual did. Since that happened to him,
Mm-hmm.
somehow it got embedded into him,
Yeah.
to where he had to do the same thing.
Yeah, that happens.
That's not good at all.
Yeah, that happens quite often. The victim oftentimes becomes the predator. You know what I mean? Because somebody preyed on them, right? And his uncle ended up preying on him. The mic.
Counter.
They over his uncle ended up preying on him, right? And he took advantage of him when he was a child. So he ended up becoming a predator himself. The uncle had the demons first, right? And then the demons that the uncle had got onto the nephew.
I'm glad you said that.
Yep.
You said demons.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because to me that sounds like some type of negative entity.
It is.
As far as,
Yeah. It is, but it's not magic though.
Can it be stopped?
Huh?
Can it be stopped?
You said can it be
cut
stopped?
off?
Can it be stopped? Absolutely. Absolutely. First, what we need to do,
Am I asking
we need
too
to
many questions?
no, you good. You
I'm sorry.
fine. If you ask 1,000, long time ain't ran out. We're gonna answer
I
all
sure I'm not.
1,000 of your questions. You good?
Okay.
You good? Yeah. like I said, it's not magic. First, don't get, because you know how Christians make everything to be spooky.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's not magic like we're saying demon. You know how they do on the movies where you see like a puff of smoke and then you see this thing, going around in the sky. That ain't it. A person has a demon by simply breaking the law, right? Like if you were to use drugs, you got a demon. If you're gay or lesbian, you got a demon. If you eat pork, shrimp, crab, man, that's a demon. A good night. You know how many stories that we bring out about family members killing each other over a pork chop sandwich? Hey, look it up. All you gotta do is look it up. I think the last one we pulled out was a mother and a son. I think you was in here for that one. I think it was a mother and a son. The son ate the mother's last pork chop and she killed him. She killed her son over argued and she killed him over a pork chop. Like, that's something I can't go to jail for that. I gotta go because somebody, attacked me or my brothers and sisters, my family. You know what I mean? I just had to murder all 1,000 of them, and then they just sent me to jail. You know what I'm saying? Not no doggone, because we, couldn't share my last pork chop with you. I just couldn't take it, so I killed you. That's crazy. But yeah, he had the demon. You understand? As I believe somebody possibly molested him. Or he just could have been a pervert. He just had those demons, and he turned around, molested his nephew. And like I said, everybody knew it. And when we was come around as with the family functions, I couldn't tell. I was, like I said, I'm just meeting them. I'm just this is my first time meeting them at 12 years old. So as I'm looking at everybody, hanging, they drinking and hanging, because he was an adult at this time. He was an adult, and so everybody's hanging, they drinking, they kicking it, having a wonderful time. And I had no idea when they told me what happened and how he, got that way. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. And I'm sitting back looking at them like they look like a uncle and nephew / niece. Like they had a decent relationship. Like it wasn't even no problem like that. But that's what actually happened. He actually ended up molesting his nephew, and then he turned around and molested his nephew.
But I want to say, excuse me, sir. As far as black people are concerned, that's just never been in our DNA. That's never been a part of our custom.
Give me that.
School me.
In Luke,
I want to know.
I got you. I got the answer for that. To where what it say? Of your father the devil.
Con, sir.
Look, you right, sis. At one point, our people weren't, such crackheads the way that we are. Our people weren't gay and lesbian like what we are now. Our people weren't criminals and murderers. We weren't child molesters. At one point we had morals. You know what I'm saying? And our morals are found inside of the Bible.
Yes, sir.
And at one point, we were following these things, But once we got here, we got stripped of our culture. Now we done got stripped of the Bible, and we think it's a hallelujah book. You understand? We think it's a book of singing all these gospel songs behind Donnie McClurkin and what's the other fool name? The short gay dude. Who? Kurt Franklin. Yeah, that's him. Short. The maybe I've been going through something that really got me down. Yeah, we think it's a book about that. You know what I'm saying? But when it's not. You know what I'm saying? The Bible is actually our history book. It has all of our ancestors in there. It's a book of morals, God's laws, statutes, and commandments. It's right there. Right? All in one.
Okay.
Right? It's how we got into trouble. It's how we're going to get out of trouble. Right? We're in captivity now. Would you agree that we're in captivity?
Yes, we are.
Absolutely.
Desperate.
So
You're on the same level. It's like
no sweat. But to answer the question, as far as how did we get this way, I will show you. Our King Christ, he said it's in the Bible. Go ahead and read that for me. Let them know where you at.
John chapter 8, verse 44.
So let everybody get it. We in John and we in John 8. Oh, no sweat. We're here reading for you. Yeah. You said 8:44.
Con, sir.
John 8:44. So if you want to take a note, write the scripture down. We got a pencil. John, one second. Get us. Okay, go ahead, man. Oh, John, he got it. Yeah, get the sisters some of the scratch paper up under that blue basket right there. And I don't think you got no clipboards.
Chapter 8, verse 44.
Yeah, that's where we at. You don't want no pencils over there. Or pen, it don't matter.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and read, John.
John chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil.
Okay, stop right there. This is Christ talking to some Israelites, right? He's talking to our people. And he told them that ye are of your father the devil. Now I know everybody think, man, I hate that our picture got destroyed in the flood of the devil.
Con.
The one that everybody think is the devil. The red man that live under the ground with the pitchfork pointed at everybody with horns sticking out of his head. That's not the devil. The devil, according to the Bible, if you got a question, raise your hand. The devil, according to the Bible, is a so-called white man. That's who the devil is. And the word devil just simply means liar or deceiver. It don't mean ghost. It don't mean guy under who did anything to anybody under the ground? You know, when I think about what the white man has done, that guy under there might be cool after all. You know what I'm saying? I could probably go hang and kick it with him. Me and him could be best friends. But these white folks, I don't even want to see them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I hate the fact that we got to work with them.
Yes, sir.
That they still slave masters over us. They your supervisors on every doggone job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They run every doggone business that they don't want you in. You know? Like, I wish we didn't have to deal with these people at all. You know? So like I said, but that's who Christ is telling them that their father really is. Because that's who black Christians actually worship. You understand? Black Christians worship the white man as their God. Why you think those pictures that they was giving them of white Jesus, that stuff is still stuck in their head?
Right.
It's still stuck in their head. How many battles, matter of fact, how many battles you done heard with us on Clubhouse? And I have said time and time again that, guess what? You ain't even fighting for your people. I haven't even heard you mention black people. Salvation being for black people. But it is for white people off the top. That's because they're slaves.
Right.
You know what I mean? They are slaves. You know? And that's just who they master is. And that's what Christ is saying. Christ is saying, ye are of your father the devil. Keep reading.
And the lust of your father ye will do.
The lust of your father ye will do. Look at all of those Catholic priests that molested you. I mean, at the Vatican, you can look this up. The Vatican, they got pictures of statues with little boys standing in front of the Catholic priest giving them some fellatio.
Right.
They worship. That's what they do. Child molestation, that's all in their blood, and their genes. Yeah. And where do you think Eddie Long got it from?
Right.
You understand? He's a Christian. He got it from those white people. That's their father. That's Eddie Long's father. Eddie Long's father was a white man. Remember when they turned around and damn near inaugurated him like president, went in there and gave him scrolls and held him up in the air, walked him around his church.
Salakia, like Pharaoh.
Huh?
They lift him up like Pharaoh.
Lifted him up.
Like I remember that.
Yeah. The white man came in there and did that to him. Such a good job, nigga. You molested all these kids. You getting all this money out of these people. Because guess what? He got to pay them.
Right.
He got to pay them. White people come and sit in black churches to monitor and make sure you're doing everything correctly. They do. They make sure that you're in their line and not telling them people the truth. They make sure of that. That's why they say what they say. And then they getting paid for it. I mean, hell, look at their bank accounts. You know how much money Creflo make them holler for $1 make?
Right.
This man, he record. Now, this is what they say. You can look this up. He only records making $88 million a year. So I know he make more than that. I know he would make way more than that. $88 million off lies.
Mm.
You know? Now, how many Negroes you know gonna turn from that?
No.
88 million, and turn around and come in a little school like this. You understand? With a few brothers, a few sisters, come in here. You understand? And dwell with us.
Come.
Okay, we ain't the rich. We ain't got all that paper they got. We struggle trying to make this thing happen. Why? Because we actually believe in the truth.
That's right.
We actually know that this will fix our people. That's why we're doing what we're doing. You understand? Not for no paper, but they are. You know, those brothers, those black people that Christ is checking. He said, "Ye are of your father the devil, and after the lust of your father." A lust is something. Okay, now the Christian church, because of Christianity, the Christian church has made the word lust and twisted it, right? They turn around in one context and tell you that you can't lust after a man or a woman, right? Which that is incorrect. That just simply means the attraction for the opposite sex. That's what lust is in that context. But in this context, lust means this is a desire or a want for something that you cannot have.
That's right.
Come on with it.
To lust after the opposite sex. I mean, to be attracted to the opposite sex. Sir, that's natural, right?
That's a lust, and that's natural. Absolutely. You know, as kids, as a child, I was attracted to the opposite sex. Boy, them little girls and them bees and them little dresses. You know what I'm saying? They would run around the playground and things. Click, 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 click. That turned me on. You know what I'm saying? So, hell yeah, that's natural. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been loving me some sisters since a young age, since the playground, right? And ain't nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong. We're supposed to be. You understand? God created us for one another. The man can be with a woman. The woman can be with a man. That's what he created us for. You know, come on, sis. Go ahead.
So can I ask you, what is going on right now with the world?
Is it on?
Yes, so.
Okay.
What is going on with the world right now? With
Oh,
the
did you
world,
go out? Okay, there you go.
with the world today, to where women want to be men and men want to be women. That's almost like an ancient time, but it's happening again.
Yeah.
What has caused that? Is
Yes.
it spiritual or is it governmental?
He reading it right now.
I'm
You know, so read it
I'm
again.
listening.
Come.
Read that again.
John chapter 8, verse 44. You are of your father, the devil.
Christ is telling them who you are of. You understand? And it ain't of God. It's not of him. You understand? He's saying that ye are of your father, the devil. Right? And the devil is the white man. That's who the devil is. The devil means liar or deceiver.
Right.
And don't the white man lie about everything?
Come, sir.
Don't he lie and say he was scared, thought you had a gun, knowing you
Come,
didn't,
sir.
knowing you had a phone, you know, or knowing you ain't have nothing. You could have had nothing in your hand. And he said he saw something. You know, come on.
So what is concert? What does that mean?
Who?
What my brother was saying. What is concert?
Oh, I don't want con. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's
That's like saying it's, you know, the ISUPK is a military, right? And the white man, you hear him say when they say something, hey, what do they say? Hey, general or cadet or whatever this and that, screaming in his face, and he say, sir, yes, sir. You're an idiot, aren't you? Sir, yes, sir. You know, have you seen like movies?
It's military.
Yeah, that's what they doing, right? They just say, sir, yes, sir. Without all of the you an idiot,
okay.
and here we build brothers up versus what we do in their military.
Okay.
So it's like saying, sir, yes, sir in Hebrew. That's
Now
what
I
that is.
understand.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he's
wow.
just saying, sir, yes, sir in Hebrew. Without me calling him an idiot. That's my brother. I wouldn't call him an idiot. You understand? We build brothers up in here, but the white man's military is to tear you down.
Right.
You understand? And calls you faggot, you ball sucking leech. They say all kinds of nasty stuff to you, to make you go out there and murder for him. That's what that's all about. In her, you ain't trying to build murderers in her. We take murderers out the streets and out the cells for murdering and come on in here and be priests. You know what I'm saying? But this is a military, and he's like saying, sir, yes, sir. to me as being his, what do we say, superior. You understand?
One question, I've been dying to ask this question as soon as I walk through the door.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. I know you want to read the book. But, they have set the time back so many times. They set the time forward so many times. Do you actually know what year it is? Because God created in 7 days, but those days did not mean days. Each day was 1,000 years. So taking those 1,000 years and applying them to today, along with them pushing time back an hour, can you please tell me what year it is?
Okay, now, since they've been keeping record, right, for 2,022 years, that's what we know, right? Who knows exactly when the earth was created? The 1,000 years that you're talking about, you correct in saying it's not 7 calendar days. You correct about that. The 1,000 years, you got to know that the numbers are still not absolutely literal, meaning 1,000 whole years. What that just means is it's a long time, right? It's a long time. Like, for instance, you know how black people talk, right? If somebody is rushing you, say you and one of your friends want to go out, right? It's girls' night. And then you ain't on time. They say, girl, where you at? What you doing? You taking all day? I'll be there in a minute. Does that mean 60 seconds?
No.
No, it doesn't. It means you'll be there sooner than later. You on your way. You almost
You're
there.
actually supposed to be believing in the Bible, and the Bible's
Huh?
supposed to be accurate. And
Right. Okay, I got you. But what I'm showing you is how the same people that wrote the Bible, guess what? We family. And we talk the same way. Right? The way they talk in the Bible is the way we talk
we
today.
talk today.
That's the way we talk today.
Oh.
The 1,000 years is like that minute. Okay, I give you another. The food stamp office. I'm giving you a place that's been packed, right? Not saying y'all on food stamp, but just saying a place that be packed, and you got a long line. You got to wait, right? Have you ever been? I used to go there with my mom, right? And we would be there for a long time, right? We'd be in there for hours. It wasn't always hours like 4 and 5. It was just saying we was in there for a long ass time. I wanted to be playing my game or watching some cartoons, but I'm sitting in this food stamp office with my mama for hours. You get what I'm saying? But it wasn't that long. It may have taken 45 minutes, but that's a long time to me. Hey man, we've been in here for how long? We been here? Been here for a long time, right? So the way we talk today is the way we talked thousands of years ago. So time is not always, to black people, right? Time ain't always 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 60 seconds, right? An hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It's not always that. You know, somebody could tell you, hey man, I'm gonna come pick you up in an hour. It'll be 3 hours later, right? But they say, I'm coming to get you in an hour. Right? Has that ever happened? Or have you ever done that? Right. So the same way you hear the 1,000 years, the same way we talk today. Don't mean absolutely this time frame here. It just means a long time. That's what it actually means. Because some of the brothers even lived, 900 years and something. Yeah. You know, they lived, that's a long time. Right? And if you know anything about old folks, they tell stories and exaggerate them. You know what I'm saying? I used to listen to my grandfather tell them old stories, and he would exaggerate the hell out of what did happen. My grandma would be like, that did not happen. You know what I'm saying? But let him, she like, no, he right. He do got a cousin. I remember this one that off the top of my head. My grandfather would always talk about this cousin. I forgot his name. But this boy was so bad with a razor. He said he used to take out 30 men with guns. He done took out 30 men with guns. Right? Right. Look, you had to laugh at that. I'm sitting there listening to my grandpa, and my grandma's sitting right there. And as soon as he get up and walk off, I said, Grandpa, he really that happened? Cuz took out a blade. all 30 of them men got around all them guns, the boy, they ain't happy. He'll go lying. You know what I'm saying? He exaggerated the story. Now, she said, now, he was bad with that blade now. But he wasn't that goddamn bad. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
He was bad with that blade, but Cuz wasn't that bad.
Couple of niggas.
He got 30 niggas with guns on him. He in the middle. It's like some, what's that movie? I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker? You know what I'm saying? When dude turned around and, he could turn all their ass up. Them niggas say, bah! That didn't happen. That Kung Fu shit did not work that day. Now, was he bad with that Kung Fu? Yes, he was. But he wasn't bad up against them bullets. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, that was just off the top of my head, you know, like I said, thinking about how old people told stories. You know what I mean? Go ahead, brother. Come on with it.
He was a murderer from the beginning. Elaborate.
He was a murderer from the beginning. What scripture you reading from?
John.
Right where we at, right?
Verse 44. Same.
Okay.
Same.
Go ahead and read it for the brother so I can finish, so I can break it down.
Come.
I'm gonna let you know exactly what that means.
John chapter 8, verse 44. You are of your father, the devil. In the lust of your father ye will do. Mm-hmm. He was a murderer from the beginning. He
was a murderer from the beginning, right? When you go into the beginning of the book in Genesis, right? The first murderer recorded. I don't even have that book here. I thought I had it. I think it's at home. Or it's in our closet. The so-called white man has the spirit of Cain. And he was a murderer. That's what Cain and Abel, right? Two brothers. Right? You know, one brother Cain murdered the other brother Abel. The Lord turned around and told them, sacrifices were in the Bible, right? And how we are supposed to sacrifice to the Lord. And Abel did it correctly, the way the Lord wanted, but Cain did it the way that he wanted to do it, instead of doing it the way that the Lord said do it. So Cain's sacrifice was rejected and Abel's was accepted. So Cain was jealous of his brother for that. So he turned around and he murdered him, right? He murdered his brother. What Christ is talking about, that the devil is the so-called white man, and he's been a murderer since the beginning. That's all what else is the white man famous for?
Come on. Kill.
He ain't famous for rock and roll like everybody think. Chuck Berry started that.
Right.
And what's the other one?
Little Richard.
Little Richard, yeah, he started that.
Little Richard what?
You understand?
Rock and roll. Real talk.
Yeah, he started that. You understand? Did the white man create cheeseburgers? No, niggas did that. Did the white man create chips? No, niggas did that. What is he for? What is he famous for?
Killing.
Other than murder.
Killing.
Well, he's stealing everything.
Lying, stealing.
You understand? Exactly. That's what he's famous for. That's who Christ is talking about right there. He's talking about the so-called white man.
He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth.
And he was not, is not, and never will be in the truth.
And abode means like his establishment of where he dwells.
Right.
His place of comfort and abode.
Meaning like where you dwelled at, right? Like where he lived and where he resided. He never resided in the truth. You understand? The white man was never in the truth. Never was, never will. Joe Osteen with that silly ass smile every time he preached and talked to somebody about something. He's not in the truth. Never was, never will be. The bastard wouldn't even give them brothers and sisters down there in Texas bottles of water they could drink during them hurricanes. He wouldn't even let them in his stadium.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
the preacher?
Yeah, the preacher, yeah. The preacher, Joe Osteen, that makes about $60,000-$70,000, $1 million a year.
You remember that?
No.
Yeah, he makes about $70 million, maybe more now, a year. You understand? He wouldn't house them in his stadium. You know, let them brothers that had nowhere to go, that turned around with members of his church, couldn't come and sit in the doggone church until they, figured things out. Couldn't do it. Those people are not in the truth. Joyce Myers, that devil that got their dream center on Natural Bridge, where they wash cars out of the church on Natural Bridge, and what's that? That ain't St. Louis Avenue, is it? Natural Bridge and
There's Union. There's not Union.
That ain't Taylor. That's not Taylor.
No, that's oh my
Newstead.
God. Newstead and San Francisco. I think.
Yeah, I think there. That's it. That's it right there. She got a church right there, right?
And the band been early.
Huh?
Band been early.
No, right there off. Right there off. Where that school and that Chinaman at right there off
the
of
library.
yes, the library.
Library up on Natural Bridge in the hood.
Yep.
What?
Right around the corner from there.
there.
Right around the corner from there. She got what you call the Dream
I know the
Center.
library.
She got the Dream Center. She turned around. They got a pantry over there. She give away food. They always washing cars over there. They have service over there. Now, that's for the niggas. Go down and is that Arnold or Afton? Where her church at? It's one of those down in South County. She got a whole strip mall by herself. She owns a whole strip mall down there, to where she got her church in this strip mall. She sell books. She got a bookstore where she sells books out of this strip mall, and she got some other little stores in there in this strip mall down in. It's either Arnold or Afton. Come on with it.
It's like it kept Joyce Myers.
Joyce Myers, yeah. Joyce Myers. Joyce Myers has. Joyce Myers, her and all her children, I think she got 5 kids, if I'm not mistaken. She bought down in the same, it's either Arnold or Afton, I can't remember which one she's staying. But her home is worth $2 million. You understand? No, I'm sorry, 6. I think her home is worth $6 million. And she turned around and Vaughn looked it up. He looked it up. She turned around real quick. One second. She turned around and all her kids, she bought them houses and rehabbed them up to $1 million. You understand? She spent like $1 million. She bought the house for $100,000. She spent the rest and made it $1 million to rehab all the houses. Her husband owned the latest Benzes. She owned the latest Benzes. She got a lake house out in what's that? Damn, not Lake St. Charles, not Lake St. The other damn. What's the other one where they go in Ozarks?
Ozarks.
Yeah, the Ozarks. She got a lake house out there worth about $500,000. She got a yacht out there worth about $500,000. Oh, she loaded. She is not in the truth. She is the devil the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? Come on with Bob. I know you finna lay it out.
This Joel Osteen, who didn't let nobody seek refuge in his church. Mega church pastor Joel Osteen is questioned after a plumber finds bags and bags of cash and checks stashed in 500 envelopes in a bathroom wall. That's why you can't. That's why you couldn't sleep in there. You got money stashed in the wall.
That's why you can't get in there.
Yeah.
You let them niggas go in there and go in the wall.
No, you got money in there, man.
Are you crazy?
You can get that.
And look, at first he said he wasn't gonna do it. He told his daddy convinced him to carry this business on, and it's a big business. And you got money, you got hiding all in the wall.
Yeah.
You got checks, you forgot the cash, you stuck the check in the wall. You understand? You got so many checks, you just stuck them in the wall a lot. You understand? Like, just imagine the kind of money these cats got.
Yeah.
And you wonder why we don't have none. You wonder why blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have no money. Because they're stealing it all.
That's right.
They're not supposed to get the tithes from the people. Commander General Yohana is.
That's right.
He is the only somebody that is raising up men and women righteously and teaching them what they're supposed to do. In the Bible, the men that do the work of the Lord gets the tithes. No preacher should get any tithes at all. But guess what? Our people love those lies. They love them songs and them dances. They love what they are preaching and teaching because it's all love. Everything is love. But what they don't want to get to is this side of Christ right here. Well, Christ is checking fools left and right, telling them that you are of your father, the devil.
Right.
And after the lust of your father, ye will do. Guess what? Those preachers, that's what they are doing, the lust after the white man. The white man is just a nasty, sick bastard altogether.
Right.
And what do you think the black Christians are doing following him? They become nasty and sick just like him. if you actually look at it, the niggas actually want to become the devil. They want to be, worse than the devil.
Now, yeah.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. They're in competition with the devil. Instead of them listening to us and changing their life, they want to turn around and be like the devil. And they've been like that thousands of years. Christ said this thousands of years ago. And there's always been sellouts amongst our people. You understand? And they are the problem. Because guess what? They turn around, those preachers get the attention of the people more than what we do. Why? Because they get out there and say, God is all love. God loves you no matter what you do. And that's a lie. Come on with it, sir.
That means that more Hebrew Israelites need to go out here and speak to these young folks and let them know what's really going on. Because they obviously, if that's like that, they don't know what's going on. We need brothers, and we even, if y'all don't allow sisters to do it, we need more brothers out here to direct these young boys, because something's going to happen in the year 2024. And God have given me visions of, I'm going to go ahead and say it. God have given me visions of tanks rolling down the street, putting us in concentration camps. Every time you drive down the street and you see a factory, but it's got barbed wire around it, but nothing else, that's a potential concentration camp. And God have given me that ever since I was in my 20s, and I'm in my 50s now. And I'm still constantly having the same dream. And I have to let somebody know it. Somebody with power. And I chose you all. I chose you because that's what's going to happen. They're going to try. They know that black people are waking up. They know that we know who we are. We are Alpha and Omega. We are the beginning and the ending. And before us, there is none. And after us, there will be none. So, they know this and they're aware of this. That's why they want to eliminate us older people, because they want our children. They don't want workers. They want slaves. And that's what they're going to try to use our children as. But unlike me, I'm a grandmother. I'm a mother. And I done taught my children just like I taught my grandkids. Don't ever, ever in your life be a slave. Always think for yourself. And if you even feel like something else is thinking for you, regroup your mind and rethink it. Because you are the best. You are the cream of the crop. You have always been here, and you're going to always be here. When all this is gone, you still exist. So what do that mean for you? You got to try your best. Because they got something ready. They got some nanotechnology that's getting ready for us now. Me, myself, I am a science buff. Now, I'm a nurse, but I'm a science buff as well.
You see
I
that?
taught myself.
So you're what? A science
A
what?
science buff.
Yeah.
A science
I didn't mean to say
buff?
science buff, I'll put it like this.
Mhm.
I taught myself physics.
Mhm.
I taught myself microbiology. I taught myself nanotechnology. Because once I saw the internet, I knew it was time. Kim, it's time. Teach yourself nanotechnology. Because it's getting to that time.
Nano means small, right?
That means extra, 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 extra small.
Right.
Too small, too small.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing this on a nano level.
I got you.
And I have taught myself, and I know a whole lot. And I know what they're going to do. I say it, people be like, okay, Kim, you're a woman. You don't know too much, but thanks for the information. But when I call MIT, when I call MIT, and I tell them this, man, How do you know this information?
That what they say you?
That's what the white people from MIT tell me.
Oh,
But my
yeah.
black people tell me, okay, Kim, whatever you say. But see, I'm going with the flow. I'm going to be safe. Sorry. Because I've taught myself nanotechnology and high propulsion systems. Those are the things that they make rockets from.
Mhm.
I've taught myself that no, they cannot get out in space. And this is totally going off your whole lecture. But I just want you to know, and I want you to try to put something together to let people know that this is what's getting you ready to happen.
I got you. No, let me say something. You said we was Alpha and Omega. That's referring to Christ being the beginning and the end, right? Being the first man, Adam, and the last man, Adam. That's what that's referring to, right? We actually was, I'm gonna say, the last nation. You understand, to be established, the last people to be established as a nation, right? Everyone else is much larger than us, you know, and they were ahead of us. So we weren't like the first people created. You understand? In the beginning, when the Lord created, He created all people. All the people He created, well, He created them all at one time, right? Adam being the first man in the truth, he wasn't the first man to be created. Adam is the black man. It is one of our ancestors, right? But he wasn't the first man to walk the earth. Adam was the first man in the truth. Okay, so there's
all the atoms. You're talking about all the atoms.
well, all the what
And all
atoms?
the E's. So
Out
you're
of
talking
all
about
the
that?
atoms.
The who?
She mean out of all the atoms.
All the atoms.
All what atoms?
Not just like one man atom. No. Adam. Whole tribe.
You talking about after that? His descendants after
Am I
that?
saying that right?
Sloppy. She said.
No, when you said all the atoms. 1 second now.
Oh,
When you said all the atoms, right? Who are you talking about? Are you talking about Adam's descendants after him?
Okay, well, I know. Well, no.
So who you talking about Adam?
I'm talking
What
about,
other Adam is there?
I'm talking about the tribe of Adam. I'm
Right.
not-
Okay. So that means the
no,
people
no, I take
after
that back. I
Adam.
can take that back because I said it wrong. I said it wrong. When I meant Alpha and Omega, I really meant the beginning and the ending for its firstborn. Our color is dominant. Everybody else, other than us, are recessive. We are dominant. Everybody else is recessive. That's what I mean by dominant. That's what I mean by alpha.
Mhm.
Alpha first. Alpha first creation. Alpha first born by the Almighty Creator.
But we wouldn't. Most High created.
Of the Most High.
He created
The
all
first
people at one
dominant-
time.
He did, but
And-
the very firstborn was the most strongest and can withstand the most, which was the race of color, black.
You know everybody has
Come from
color.
us.
You understand?
Yeah, but
And-
we
and-
are dominant.
Huh?
They come
I mean,
from
well,
us.
the color doesn't really mean nothing. That melanin.
Am I saying
I mean,
something wrong?
our skin, it look good. Now, don't get me wrong. It looks good, right? It turns around and it grabs that sun. You know what I'm saying? It don't burn us or kill us like what it do white people. You understand? So
They do
I
everybody else.
get that point. But as far as that melanin stuff, it's not all what people like to like to say. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
What about
skin.
the Japanese?
The Japanese have
Where did they
melanin
even
in
come
their
from?
skin.
Ain't they their own race? Aren't they a race of Down syndrome people?
Well, okay,
Because nobody has eyes like.
okay, in the Bible, who was that? Was it Lot?
Okay, all right.
Who said
I'm
what?
sorry, you know what?
No,
I
no,
had
no.
the same problem in the Christian church. I asked too many questions. So
Who said you got a problem?
I just want.
I'm answering
I just
you.
want.
We
I
talking,
want
right?
you to give me the knowledge, and I'm not going to ask no more questions.
We talking, right? You asking questions. You got a problem? I didn't have a problem. You got a problem? You didn't like my melanin statement?
No, it wasn't that.
Huh? What is it then? Because I said all questions are welcome here. We're dialoguing. We're having a discussion.
Right.
You know, that usually happens when people hear something they don't want to hear or they don't like to hear. You know, melanin ain't all that.
Oh, I just.
Go ahead, brother. Yeah, Jenny.
I just
One second. Go ahead, bro.
I told Mom the reason for her statement was because I told her to let you finish elaborating on the subject that you was talking about.
Oh no, you ain't gotta do that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We cool. I know how to conduct the class. You good? And so she can ask. Like I said before, she can ask 1,000 questions if she wants to. If she want to ask 1,000 questions, she can ask them all. We give answers in her. You understand? This ain't the Christian church. The Christian church would have put you out the door asking all them goddamn questions.
Kind of fine, sir.
And before you leave, you gotta put some. You got that purse. You gotta take all that money out and put it in my bucket. Put it into my bank account. That's what they would have did to you in the church. Now, okay, come on, Bob. Go ahead.
Salaki certified made, so we don't stray too far off the point you was making.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a few scriptures.
Come on.
The first one I'm gonna bring out pertaining to the sister because I see she real smart. Her brain is taking in so much. You know what I'm saying? And it's scriptures on that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's you dealing with the truth. You know what I'm saying? The first one, I'm paraphrasing, but it's the simplicity. I mean, it's the simplicity in Christ. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta think about it that hard. You gonna come into the school and it's gonna be broken down for you. You know what I'm saying? So we want you to answer all the questions, but like you said, you went into the science of this, and you probably went and got all these degrees in that. You know what I'm saying? Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 12 says, "And further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end." And it says, "Much study is a weariness of the flesh. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man." You got to focus on that first. You know what I'm saying? Your walk in life, your path you've been walking and brought you here. So now all you got to do is soak all the truth in. Then I'm gonna jump to Matthew 7 verse 13, and it says, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction." You know what I'm saying? It's a narrow path to inherit the kingdom of heaven and everything the Most High promised us. You know what I'm saying? And it goes on to say, "And many there which go in thereat." So you don't see everybody else doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? Believing what they believe, going from this doctrine to this doctrine, and this book to that book, and mixing it all in. What they tell us at the first Juneteenth, oh, you go this way, and we gonna go this way, then we all gonna meet back up, and we gonna do.
Right.
No. It's a narrow gate. It ain't no you come from this way and you come from this way and you learn this and you learn that. Then we just gonna miraculously meet up and put it all together. That's not gonna happen. Verse 15. "Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves." That's the Christian church Cap was just talking about. You know what I'm saying? Listening what Christ broke down. It's the same thing. How these Sadducees and Pharisees and these Christian pastors are doing what they follow the devil telling them, teaching them to do, and paying them to do. They are hirelings. That's a scripture too. They are hired to lead us astray. Then I'm gonna drop down to what Cat was on before we went off it, when it was talking about the good tree. You know what I'm saying? Verse 17. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. That's the white man. The white man is the evil tree, bringing forth evil fruit through these damn Christian pastors in these black churches, in these fake Israelite groups. You know what I'm saying? The white man, he let IUIC walk down the street, 1,000 Negroes with purple on. Don't he let them do that? Don't he let them do that?
And what does that even do?
It does nothing.
What does that do? A bunch of niggas walking around. I mean, we've been doing that. We've been marching for over 100 years.
Salaki,
We've been marching for over 107 years. And where has that gotten us? Nowhere.
Come on. She said, I thought y'all was brothers, Cap, but I didn't want to go elaborate.
What you mean?
But she said she thought we was brothers with IUIC. Cap, I would like for you to break it down how UPK is true.
Okay, well, this my brother right here.
Come.
You know why?
I seen purple, red.
Right, hold on one second. This my brother right here, right? How can you tell this my brother?
Because he is looking up all the scriptures that you ask him to.
Nope.
Not only
Real
that,
simple. Nope.
he automatically knows just where to go.
Nope. It's even simpler than that.
Really?
He's with me.
He's
here with me.
He's the only person here with
He's here with me.
Come.
Is the purple group here with me?
No.
No. So they're not brothers. You understand? They do not follow the truth. They do not teach the truth. They teach things that they ought not. They teach women can't wear pants. They teach what's that what they do the Sabbath, moon, something like that. They
worship the moon.
Yeah, they worship the moon. They got the moon day Sabbath and happy moon day Sabbath. Some junk they be doing. It's almost like a birthday celebration. They make cakes and all that kind of nonsense. They do other stuff that you're not supposed to be doing. You know. So just because they Israelites, that don't mean that we brothers and we together. Now they are brothers. They black men, right? They Israelite men. You understand? But they not brothers because brothers we supposed to be together. You understand? Not you got your group, they got their group. It's 1,000 Israelite groups out here, maybe more, right? And guess what? They all teaching and doing different things.
Come on
with it, man.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4. There is one body.
How many bodies?
One body.
It's only one body, right? And that body of Christ is the men that actually serve the Lord all collectively together in one group, not 1,000. So there's only one body of Christ, and that body is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge up under Commander Junior Yohana.
That's right.
Keep reading.
And one spirit.
It's only one spirit. IUIC got a gay spirit on them.
Count.
They had a guy.
Can you repeat that, please?
IUIC has a gay, hated it, 2 snaps up with a twist spirit. That's what they got. Right?
Count.
Those guys, they had one of their members went and had sex in a gay parlor with a transgender white man, and then turned around and after the man, they got finished, he went and shot him in the face.
How can you be an Israelite?
Sounds pretty gay to me.
Count.
Yeah, the spirit they got, they have the spirit of the white man. They are police and detectives and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, Nate actually locked up 2 brothers. What you?
Count. Nate in the twerk video.
Oh yeah.
They got.
Yeah, Nate was twerking in one of his classes one time. Yeah,
that's the head.
He was hating on the black women for making the TikTok videos twerking. And he said, yeah, they on the video with their big butts, and then he started twerking.
Yeah.
And you know, gay men are jealous of black women because they wish they had those butts. They wish they had them big breasts like South Bellas.
Excuse me, I just have one question.
Yeah.
Come on with
it. What colors are they?
Well, who?
What's their colors?
Purple.
Oh, thank you.
That's their
I
color.
really appreciate that, but you let
That's
me know.
their color, purple and gold. You know.
It's
So,
a lock, if I may.
Oh, come on.
The color purple on the LGBTQ flag stands for. Oh, it stands for pride, I think. Let me look that up.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people.
It stands for something.
They actually worship the color purple. You know. They made a song and named it after Prince, Purple Rain.
Hey, Cap.
You know.
Please.
Come on.
Yeah, they transformed the color purple into some, homosexual or whatever.
Yeah.
But in ancient times, it signifies the color purple signified royalty.
Absolutely, you are correct. Right, because it takes so much to make purple. You know what I mean? You got to mix a lot of different colors in order to get that purple like that. So you're right. Anybody with some money had on some purple back then. You know, but they and the things that they are doing, that's not what they represent. You understand? They actually went over in Africa and met up with a guy called General Butt Naked.
Oh,
And he walks around, and they had brunch with the guy. Brunch with General Butt Naked. IUIC, brunch with General Butt Naked, right? And this guy, he goes around Africa fighting wars butt naked. That's what he does. And they went to go talk to this man. And if I'm mistaken, don't he rape little girls and kill them too?
Count.
Yeah, he did that too. He raped little girls and killed them too.
Slocky Cap, I seen a documentary on Butt Naked Cap. They actually drink like animal blood before they go to war, like raw.
Yeah, I can believe it. But they went and had a conversation with him. They went to go eat, and I guess watch him walk around butt naked. I don't know, but you ain't gonna catch me there. I'll tell you that.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go talk to nobody walking around naked, no man. Like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you know. But go ahead.
we gotta save our people.
Well, they're more interested.
We can't let them do this.
No. What did Christ say? Give me that in Luke. I'm gonna show you.
Slaughter us like lambs.
You say we can't let who do what? Come on.
We cannot continue to let our people be this way.
Okay, I'm gonna show you what Christ said about that. Give me that in.
No, there should be no casualties.
I got you.
None at all.
Is it 11 to 23?
We're supposed to save everyone. Everyone.
You said we're supposed to do what?
We should save everyone. I'm not talking about the.
You said every race?
No.
What you say?
I said everyone, not the infidels, not the unholy ones, but we can't let the ones we have to.
We gotta
The ones
say
that's unholy.
Israelites.
We cannot let the other people that is holy too,
Mm-hmm.
but just don't know no better. We can't afford to let them go down like that.
Mm-hmm. Come on, read the scripture real quick. We're gonna.
Luke chapter 11, verse 23. He that is not with me is against me.
Mm-hmm. That's what Christ is saying. Get to the part where it might be 9:49 and 50. So like real quick. And break that down real quick.
Count, sir. Luke chapter 9, verse 49. And John answered and said, Master, we saw one casting out devils in thy name, and we forbade him, because he followeth not with us. This is talking about fake Israelites. You know what I'm saying? This is talking about people who was proclaiming to do the work, but didn't follow Christ. Verse 50. And Jesus said unto him, Forbid him not, for he that is not against us is for us. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to go and put hands on these dudes for doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? But Christ said don't do it. We not against them. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? That little stuff that they're doing, it's all going to 360 back to what the real priests and prophets are doing. You know what I'm saying? They can go out there and say, yeah, I'm doing it in the name of Christ, but they not with Christ. They saying they doing it in the name of Christ, but they not here. They're a break-off group. They left and started their own doctrine. In the early 2000s, they left the school. You know what I'm saying? What they doing just going 360 right back to the real truth. You know what I'm saying? This talking about fake people who proclaim to be with Christ but are not with Christ. You know what I'm saying?
You get to the point where it says, let them alone.
Common, sir.
That in there?
Common, sir.
Yeah, where they turned around. The disciples wasn't no punks.
No.
They turned around and saw cats out on the street speaking. What you just said, we got to stop them. We can't let them do this. They went to stop them. They stopped them. Ran them niggas off the corner. But Christ told them what? Did you read that part?
Christ said, forbid him not.
Forbid them not. He said, stop. Don't stop them. Go ahead.
For he that is not against us is for us.
So he that is not against us is for us. Now, a lot of people, what they think that means is that, oh, well, they in the truth too. Even though we in the same group, even though we ain't teaching the same things, they in the truth too. That's not a fact. This is what he was talking about. Give me that in, I believe 1 Corinthians 12 and 12. I'm going to show you what he was talking about. What Christ said that he that is not against us is for us.
Common, sir.
Don't mean that you're not against Christ, because he read it already in Luke 11:23, to where it says, but he that is not with me is against me. That's as simple and as plain as it gets. If you are not with Christ, you are against Christ. Right? And now we're about to break down what that meant when he said that they that's not against us is for us. Right? Go ahead, read it, brother.
1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 12. For as the body is one and have many members.
Hold on. Is that the one I want?
This one body.
Oh, 11 and 17. Try that. I might have sent you the wrong.
Common, sir. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 17. Now in this that I declare unto you, I praise you not.
Here it is, right here. Go ahead, keep reading.
That ye come together not for the better, but for the worse.
But we're not supposed to be coming together for the better, for the worse. Look at what happens to our people. Look at what's going on. Our people are being murdered out there. You understand? They're oppressed out there. You know, I wish our people would just take what we're saying about how amazing it is to be in the truth and serve the Lord. You understand? And be a priest and prophet of God. And you can feel the same way that we do in here.
Damn right.
You ain't got to turn around and be depressed. You ain't got to be sad. You ain't got to be hurt no more. You ain't got to worry about none of this stuff that you've ever been through. You can get over all of it. You can come in here. And you got brothers that'll turn around. You know how Ice-T was with Pookie in New Jack City? Sitting right there by that nigga bed. You understand? Oh, yeah, hoping to turn around and get off that crack while he turning around and geeking on that crack. He stood there with that brother till he got over what it, you know what I'm saying, his issue. That's how we are in the ISUPK.
That's right.
We right here with our brothers through their problems. You understand? The Bible says to mourn with them that mourn. You understand? And rejoice with them that rejoice. If you sad about something, guess what? We sad.
Right.
We right there with you. I remember when General Hyman said, if you get COVID-19, call me and I'll come sit with you. I was like, God damn. You understand? While everybody else is so scared of COVID-19. Right. This man said, call me. And not once have we been shook about COVID-19? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, several of us had it in the school. I ain't have this brother had it. You understand? And he was around me when he had it. And I ain't, oh man, get away from me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing like that. Huh?
Dr. Sebi had to cure everything.
Oh man.
They murdered him in jail.
No, Dr. Sebi ain't.
Dr. Sebi?
Dr. Sebi drank pee and smoked weed. He
told you that?
Dr. Sebi did. Dr. Sebi did.
Dr.
Dr. Sebi said that he smoked weed and drank pee. He can't cure a goddamn thing. Dr. Sebi can't cure nothing.
I'm slapping.
Go ahead.
No,
Oh, I thought you had
Cap,
something.
Cap, I did not know that, Cap. That's real.
What? Dr. Sebi drunk pee?
Because that's not what
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr.
Oh,
Sebi.
man.
Man, you look up his hair care products and stuff like that. He got sued for that. A lot of people, hair fell out, skin broke out, all kind of stuff. He just mixing up junk, man. That
I
dude wasn't.
spoke to Left Eye at my children's daycare, which she used to go to once a year, sometimes twice a year. When my son was
She
in
probably
daycare.
did
And
believe in
she
him. I
told
believe.
me,
I can believe it.
this man had the cure for AIDS. The only thing he said.
She said that in a video.
But the
I
only
saw the
problem
video where
he
she
had
said.
was, our bodies are too acidic. We need alkaline bodies. That's it. That's the cure to everything. You mean to tell me?
So why did he drink
drank
his pee? Why did he drink his pee then? Why did he have to smoke a blunt? Why he had to fire up if the cure was alkaline?
You actually saw him fire up?
Yeah, he said it. Why would he lie?
I said, did you see him?
Why I gotta
fire
see
up?
him? He said he do it.
Said-
Why do I have to see him do it when he said he do it?
Himself.
Why I gotta see it?
He said, "I'm
Why do I
fired
have?
up."
Why do I have to sit and watch him say? He said he drunk pee. I can take his word for
That
it.
must have been the
If I tell you I drink water,
urine in the
you ain't gotta
world.
see me drinking no water. You can believe I drink water because I told you I do.
Himself. God.
You could. I told you.
You're right.
You ain't gotta see this bottle.
But then you're right. Because guess what? Dr. Sebi was a cure to all things. And guess what?
No, he wasn't.
If he did drink his own urine, that was the cleanest urine he probably
What make you think that?
would have ever drank.
What make you think that? What make you think your urine is clean? It's coming out of your
I know all
body.
about the universes.
It's coming out of your body. It's getting the waste out of your body. So why would it be clean?
Okay, what if everything that you're putting in your urinary system is clean? What if you're putting nothing but alkaline water in your urinary system? The only thing that's coming out is alkaline. Everything.
So you can drink if you're thirsty.
That
You'll
don't-
drink your pee.
We don't stay in no.
Just let him talk, man.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. You said.
I don't know.
You said. You
I don't
know.
know.
Wait a minute. Hold on. What was your answer to why you wouldn't drink pee? One second. One second. What was your answer to why you wouldn't drink pee?
I was just basically saying, as far as Dr. Sebi.
No.
was
Hold on. One second.
If he
Just
drank
I want you. No,
alcohol.
stop. Just stop. I want you to say what you were saying. Why you wouldn't drink your pee? I asked you why you wouldn't drink your pee since it's so clean, and you drink alkaline. I know your system clean, ain't?
Yeah.
Ain't your system
I don't
clean?
drink alkaline like that. I was basically.
Why you don't do it? If that's the cure, and you know Dr. Sebi got the cure, why you don't do it?
Because most nurses are non-compliant with.
We ain't talking
Everything.
about. We talking about that's terrible. Why
It
would
is
you
bad.
do that? If you sitting here pushing Dr. Sebi as if he got the cure, and you ain't taking the cure yourself.
I do drink the alkaline water,
You just said you
but
non-compliant,
not all the time.
so
Not
you don't do it.
You did.
You don't do it. You drink one bottle of alkaline water every 20
Big
days
old jug like
that you get from Dollar General,
Okay.
and you drink it that one time, and then you get another one next.
I ain't never heard him drinking his urine.
Huh?
I ain't never heard that.
That's because you freaked out about all the other nonsense he claimed to have done. Dr. Sebi did not have an actual cure for AIDS. That's why he didn't go to prison for what he said, because he did not claim to actually have the cure. He didn't say that. It was a play on words. The way that he said what he said, that's how he got away with them accusing him of saying that. They actually accused him of saying that he had the cure, but he did not say that. That's why Dr. Sebi did not go to prison, because he was not saying, I actually have the cure for AIDS. If he'd have said that, he would have went to jail because he did not have a cure for AIDS. He's giving people concoctions, and they saying, yeah, I felt a little better after he gave me this. Still had AIDS. He didn't cure the AIDS. He did not cure the AIDS. Don't you know that if he had a cure for AIDS, the white man would have bought that? You know, AIDS medicine is AIDS medicine is expensive as everything else is.
Yeah.
Right? It's extremely expensive. So don't you think the white man would have took the cure and made $1 gazillion off of it. Come on now, we talking about the white man here.
It's like
No, go ahead.
It's like a cap. It's like a cap. Or I took the recipe and killed him.
That's what
I don't even think they would have killed him. They would have just paid him. You understand? They would have paid him.
Come, sir.
They didn't kill Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi died. Guess what? Because he can't cure nothing. Why he couldn't cure? He can cure AIDS, but he can't cure the common cold that killed him in the damn jail cell he was in. He died from a common cold. He had pneumonia or something, or the flu. And he couldn't cure the flu, and he died.
It's like, yeah, he was from the Caribbean. So he was in America. He probably the temperatures probably got, you know what I'm saying, got him
That would
probably.
cause him
Hey,
to
the
actually
dude got
pneumonia.
sick. He got sick, and he died from that cold. That's it. Simple as that. He couldn't cure. He can cure AIDS, but he can't cure cold.
They said he could cure the common cold.
Huh?
They said that he could cure the common cold.
Why he ain't cure his?
Maybe because he was in jail and those crackers.
All he had to do was drink his pee.
They want him dead.
You said drinking his pee was the cure to everything, alkaline, right? And you said Dr. Sebi drink alkaline, so all coming out of his pee is alkaline. So all he had to do was just turn it up and drink his pee, and he would heal himself, right?
You mentioned urine. I didn't mention urine.
You said alkaline is in here. You said he must have drank the cleanest pee. One second, word. You said he must have drank the cleanest pee ever by drinking his own because he drank alkaline, and alkaline is a cure for everything. That's what you said, right? Mm-hmm. So why didn't he just turn up a cup of his pee and cure his cold?
Salaki, sir, if I may.
Come on.
It's on YouTube, Dr. Sebi talking about drinking urine and fasting.
Uh-huh.
And health websites say if you drink your urine, there's bacteria, ammonia, and a bunch of other things that will lead to kidney failure
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
if you drink urine. He said it makes your kidneys work harder
Yeah.
if you drink urine.
You can't just put toxins. Your body is designed to get the toxins out, not to take them back in. You know what I'm saying? Come on, yo, man, you had your hand up. Go ahead,
Yeah,
bro.
he drunk pee, Dr. Sebi. We don't want to hear about him no more.
Right.
Due respect, yeah.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm
Drunk pee,
saying?
we just further on.
You are definitely right. You understand? But just saying, that guy, he didn't have a cure for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And see, that's the thing that a lot of our people, this is the problem that we have. We keep going around and round and round instead of doing what we were ordered to do by the Lord. That will fix these problems. God said if we turned around and followed his laws, statutes, and commandments, right? The diseases that we are catching and having, like AIDS and other STDs and diabetes and heart failure and heart attack and stroke. What's the new one? Kidney. The dialysis centers, they put in every doggone work. You understand? The Lord said if we were to obey his laws, we wouldn't have to worry about no dialysis center. You understand? We wouldn't have to worry about, my old man, before he died, he turned around and he had that kidney failure. And he tried to sue Barnes Hospital. One of his treatments that he had, he turned around, and, they take their blood out your body. Take all your blood out your body, run it through this machine, clean it out, filter it out, and put it back in you, right? So you turn around, try not to blurt out in classes. You turn around, and they did not put his blood back in his body. And they said, okay, Mr. Miller, you're done. He said, all right. Stood up, boom, collapsed. He busted his face and head all in the table, knocked his teeth out of his mouth, bleeding and all that. And they did not pay him a penny.
Why is that?
Huh? You said what?
Why?
You said why? And
Who's the lawyer?
What lawyer? They wouldn't even take the
They
case.
put his blood back in his body.
They wouldn't even take the case. No lawyer even took the
Nobody
case.
would take the case.
Nope. It was 6-7 years he was trying to sue them for that.
Because it was the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And the hospital has like 100 lawyers.
Oh, yeah. Probably more than that.
They could have won that case if somebody would have took that case. They could have won that case. Yes, they could have.
They did not take it. They did not take it. So he turned around, like I said, stood up, passed out, almost died right there on the floor. They had to hurry up and put his blood back in his body so he wouldn't die. So like I said, they brought him back. You know, they made sure he didn't die, but all what happened to him, guess what? That just happened. He was just SOL. You understand? That's what they told him basically.
They told him what?
He was SOL, shit out of luck. That's basically what they told him.
Wow.
Yep. And no lawyer picked that case up.
Wow.
Yep.
Guess what?
Mm-hmm.
He had the wrong. It was an older man or older woman.
Who?
The person who didn't get the blood put back in their body.
That was my dad.
Your daddy?
Yeah, my dad.
Better be glad I wasn't his daughter.
What you would have did?
Oh. Never mind.
We'd have had to come buying you out. We'd have had to come buying you
Oh
out.
no. Oh no, not me, never. Not me.
Oh, you got
So
your
she
own
wrong,
bond
Jay.
money?
It wouldn't even have been a bond.
I wouldn't have been a bond.
No. No.
Oh, okay.
Look at me. You think it would have been a bond? No. No, not at all.
I heard you. You got any more questions? We're going to get up out of here for the night. Anybody got any more questions?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Go ahead.
I would like to finish elaborating on before we leave out.
No sweat, brother. Come on with it.
John, verse 44.
Oh, 44?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's read it again for the brother.
John chapter, you said 9 verse?
No, where you was at about,
Yeah,
he was a murderer from the beginning.
8 and 44.
Go ahead.
He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth because there's no truth in him.
So this is talking about the so-called white man, right? When you go through the Bible in Genesis, when Cain, that's the first murder that was recorded in the Bible, right? And that's who Christ is referring to when he says that he was a murderer from the beginning. The white man has the spirit of Cain. He's a murderer, right? Cain ended up murdering his brother, okay? And when you got and when you go to Genesis 25, Genesis 25, the birth of Esau and Jacob, right? The black man and the white man, the Israelite and the Edomite, right? You turn around and describes how they was fighting in the womb. You understand? Jacob and Esau was fighting. They was twins, and they was fighting in their mother's womb. You know what I mean? And then guess what the white man has done? The white man turned around and come out of the cave in the Caucasus Mountains and doing what? We've been murdering everybody ever since. You understand? Especially us. He turned around. How did they get this land right?
They stole it.
They stole it, right?
Yeah.
And what else did they do?
Everybody that was over here.
They almost made the Native Indians extinct.
What
And then
about-
to wipe them out.
Don't forget about the black tribes, the ones with the afros.
Yeah,
Don't talk about them.
he murdered us too. You know,
Oh, they was murdered.
we the same people.
Yeah.
We the same people. So,
Yeah.
you know, like I said, he been murdering ever since, and he has
Right.
not stopped. That's what he's great at. You understand?
The best.
Christ said that the devil came to kill, steal, and destroy. And it's talking about the white man, not the guy up under the ground.
Right.
You know, the one that's actually killing and stealing and destroying. It's the so-called white man. Go ahead, come on with it, bro.
It's documented.
Say it one time.
I said it's documented. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of
Okay, what that's talking about, that's talking about the white man and all the lies he tell, right? Okay, like for instance, Christ, right? Who did they say Christ looked like?
Skin of bronze.
No, not the Bible, not the Bible. Who did everybody think at one point in time Christ looked like? What did they think he looked like?
Some
Blue eyes.
kings, some kings.
Hold on, sis, don't blow it out the class. 1 second. Go ahead, brother.
Blue-eyed, white dude.
White dude, blonde hair, blue eye. So when he lie, he speak of his own, right? He put himself in the lie. That picture right there, that said the greatest identity theft, right? You see the two pictures with the white boy. Now, you said the correct answer. What Christ looked like, what he's described as in the Bible. Skin like bronze. You understand? A woolly afro. You understand? The white man, the pictures, none of those pictures of that white boy had no afro.
Or skin of bronze.
Or no skin that's bronze. Or no woolly hair. You understand? It don't be white like snow. You understand? What Christ had was Christ, like on that picture, that's a closer picture to what Christ looked like. You understand? In the green. That white hair, like when old men and old women get that gray where it's like white. That's what Christ's beard was like. But you never see the white man, the white picture of Jesus like that. When 1 second, I got you. When you see the Jesus Walks movies, right?
Yes, sir.
The Passion of Christ. What was it?
Well, Mel Gibson.
He was What was he? Mel Gibson is
He
what?
white.
He white.
Caucasian.
Exactly. Absolutely. The disciples was what?
Caucasian.
They was white. So he put, guess what? Himself in the lie. He lied and said he the disciples. He said he Moses. He said he everybody. He said he the Egyptians. Come on with it, Devon.
Precept.
Come on.
The scripture say, I got two real fast. The scripture say the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. And right here in Psalms 58:3 it says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. Mm-hmm. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Absolutely. All right. Absolutely. That's what he does. You understand? As soon as he born, he start lying.
Yep.
Instantly. You know? Just think about it. They lied and said that now they trying to change the narrative that we didn't come over here on slave ships.
Yeah.
We came over here on a love boat looking for a job, an opportunity. You understand?
On the yacht.
On the yacht, yeah. You know, and you know that's a lie.
Right.
He told the truth first and how because he was bragging on it, throwing it in our face, right? I remember going to school.
Man.
That's all the hell he talked about was great white people.
Yeah.
And how he went around murdering everybody to get what he got. Come on with it, sis. You got a question?
Yeah, I noticed that you skipped me.
You said what now?
You skipped me, but it's okay. Because I like what he had to say. But anyway, so was I wrong by saying the depiction of the Christ that they have on most church walls come from England, from a king's son? I'm sorry, I forgot the name of the king. Mm-hmm. But the picture of the Jesus that's on most majority of the black church's walls come from a particular king's son's picture. And I just want to know, do you know that king's son's name?
No, I don't know the king's name, but I know the painter that it was Leonardo da Vinci, right?
Right. It was the Pope's son.
The Pope's son? Okay. Pope was Alexander was it the 9th? Which one was it?
He was a king's son. Well,
No, Pope Alexander
I could be wrong.
It was some. He was a Borgia.
That's who he is. So-called white man. It was a picture of was it Leonardo da Vinci? That was his lover. It was gay. He painted him.
But his lover.
But the king,
his father, the person whose picture of Jesus was a king. And
yeah,
he said,
yeah.
I'm gonna put my son's picture all over every church.
Right. The was it Pope Alexander?
Pope Alexander. I don't understand the Roman numerals, but I got them right here.
Which one? Let me see.
That's him right there. He was Borgia.
Yeah, that's
I don't know.
think that's 9. I think that's how it go. The V is a 10, and the one after it, on this side or that side is turn around and determine the 9 or the 10. I think it's the 9th or the 11th. One of those.
Right.
Yeah, but you're right. That's who Caesar Borgia. That's who he is. He's a son of that Pope. You right. But Leonardo, I think it was Leonardo da Vinci is the one that painted that picture. That was his lover. It was two faggots. You know what I'm saying? and he painted him, because he was fascinated with his lover. And then he turned around, they took the picture and said, this is the picture of Jesus. Give me that in the Apocrypha where they actually changed the face of Christ. You know what the scripture is?
Not right offhand.
Hold on 1 second.
It's like you can't get the bathroom up.
Oh, go ahead, Worth. It's in Job 9:24, and then the one in give me Job 9:24 first, and then I'm gonna find the one in the Apocrypha. You got Job 9:24?
Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
What that's talking about is power and rulership, right? It's been given into the hands of the wicked. The wicked is the so-called white man because he runs and controls everything. Keep going.
Chapter 24. Chapter 24.
Job
9 and 24.
And verse 24.
Oh, chapter 9.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof. They got that picture where you see the painter changing the paintings. You got in the icons, right? It's a book you can get called The Icons, where in Russia, where they have all of our archaeology, all of our paintings. Matter of fact, we had a flood in the school, the roof leak, and we had to take some down that got damaged. But all those are judges right there. That's Mark, that's King David. You understand? Those are the apostles, the disciples. Those are the men of the Lord. Those are the people of God. They black, all of them. You understand? All the way from Moses to Joshua to, like I said, King David, Solomon.
Why I got Negro in front of King David, sir?
Because King David would be what you call today a Negro. And that's why they put that up there, so you'll know that he come from this line, right? King David was a Judite, right? And the tribe of Judah, they are so-called Negroes.
What does
So
Negro
you are,
mean, sir?
huh?
What do Negro
It just mean black. So if you're a so-called Negro, right? If you are a so-called Negro, then you come from King David's line. You understand? We're in the same tribe. Okay? So that's why they got that up there. It's just short, just saying that just to let you know that King David ain't white. Like what they say.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? They tell you that he's white. But like I said, we got more pictures. We're gonna end up hanging them back up, getting them back up there. But all of them is niggas. You understand? And it says that he covered the faces of the judges thereof. You understand? Our people is the judges. Christ is the ultimate judge, the greatest judge that ever lived, right? And the white man took and painted and made him white, made him look like that cat right there. Made him look like Caesar Borgia. It covered the faces of the judges thereof. Don't nobody even accept that. Our people, when you tell them Christ is black, you know how many debates that we done got into on the streets with niggas that say Christ ain't black? They say he a white boy. We actually got to argue with our people when it says it in the Bible. We have to argue with our people to tell them that Christ is black just like you. Christ come from the same tribe. When they turn around and when they killed him, they hung over his head, the king of the Jews. And guess what? The Jews ain't the people that Kanye West was speaking out against. The Jews is not white at all. The Bible said that the Jews are black. You know what I'm saying? That scripture I wanted is in Maccabee. First Maccabee 3:48. This will be the last scripture. We're going to get out of here. Go ahead, Sister Adriana.
Christianity is only 6,600 years old. What about
What's 6,000 years old?
Christianity? Is only 6,600 and 60 years old. What about what we were doing before Christianity came on the scene? So, and basically before the white man came on the scene. What were we practicing? Was it Islam? Oh, what was it?
Oh, okay, it's you'll go in the scriptures and you'll find where we had oftentimes went off and served other gods. That's basically what we've been doing. It doesn't matter about the religion per se, right? The reason we speak out against Christianity right now so much is because that's what's got a hold on our people now.
Yeah.
So we speak out against Christianity all day, every day, because that's the strongest stronghold on our people, right? But when you go in the scriptures, it'll tell you how we sinned against the Lord by serving other gods. So the worship of Christianity is the worship of another God. We're not supposed to do that. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, all them people right there, them 12 tribes right there, we are supposed to serve our God and our God only. We are not supposed to do like what white people do, you understand, as far as them. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even want to go, the white men have killed so many of my people. If Christ was white, I wouldn't want to go. I wouldn't even want to be in heaven with Christ. I wouldn't want to go with him.
What I was studying before Christianity came on the planet, because it's too new. It's too new. I need to know the old ways.
Well, it says it in the Bible. The ways that we had was we disobeyed God and started serving Baal and started serving other gods. It's in the Bible. So just because of the religion, like I said, it's not so much about the religion. The only reason that we speak against that religion so much is because that's what our people are in now. A lot of our people are in Islam right now. So we speak against Islam, right? But when you go back, if you want to go back further into other, it's in the Bible where we serve other gods. That's it. That's it. You're in a religion. If you're in some type of religion, you're serving another God. We're not supposed to be in nobody's religion.
It's just supposed to be a way of life, right?
Absolutely. We are supposed to be living our life according to the way the Lord said to in the Bible. That is correct. It is the way of life for us. You know, his morals and his laws on how to treat brothers and sisters, how to, treat each other. That's a way of life. That ain't no,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? That ain't no religion.
You're right.
You know what I mean? How I'm supposed to conduct myself with another brother or a sister, that's a way of life. Not going to church on Sunday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Going to a mosque or a temple and all that nonsense. You understand? So, like I said, it's just simply the worship of other gods. No matter what religion, no matter how many years, no matter when it started, all of these religions that we in right now today, Seventh-day Adventists was started by white people. Even the one brother, what's it? Like the COGIC, that was started by a brother, wasn't it? We ain't supposed to be in that either.
Right.
You understand? We ain't supposed to be in none of them religions. First Maccabees 3:48. 48.
Kind of, sir. First Maccabees chapter 3, verse 8, 3 verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
When you see that picture, I've got to look it up, where you see, I believe it's Leonardo da Vinci. Ain't that him?
Kind of.
Leonardo da Vinci, where he's got the picture, the black picture in front of him, and he's painting the white one.
Yep.
You look that up. That's what they did. They changed the images and replaced them with their own. You understand? King David, they got pictures of you. You Google King David right now on your phone. Everybody white gonna pop up. When you Google Jesus Christ, let me see what I do. Let me see. I'm going to Google pictures of Jesus Christ, and I'm going to show you what pop up. Instantly, this white boy is all over the phone. You know what I'm saying? Instantly, his white boy is all over the phone. Look at all of them white pictures.
But Leonardo
You know what I'm saying? Look at all the white pictures. Look at all that. White. I'm gonna do King David. Let me show you. I'm gonna Google pictures of King David.
Solomon.
Solomon was a black man.
See that? White. You know what I'm saying?
Look up King James.
King James gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be pictures of King
I
James,
didn't know if he was white or
and
black.
King James was black.
Okay, so my
King,
ex-husband keep telling me.
huh?
My ex-husband keep telling me.
Keep telling you that King James.
Don't go out here in the streets, King, and tell nobody that King James was a black man because you'll be making me look stupid.
Well, he already
Right.
was stupid for believing that King James is
So
white.
King James was
King-
a black man.
King
and
James
he
was a
was
brother.
homosexuality.
Oh
You said he
my
was
God.
what?
And he was a pedophile.
No, he wasn't.
That's what my ex-husband said.
That's what he
about
said.
King James.
You know, every Christian goes to that. I done had so many battles with Christians that turned against the man that translated the book.
King James was in love with Shakespeare. You cannot lie about that one.
He said he was in love with who?
Shakespeare.
Who was that?
The person that helped him write the New Testament.
That's not true.
Okay.
Yep. That is totally not true.
Okay.
What you doing? Say, hold on, you on the camera.
I'm just putting
Hold on, the
ink
pencil,
in
the pens, give him to John. He'll put it back for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he think I'm
King
stabbing with ink.
James did not
I'm just
happen.
playing.
No one
just
man
playing.
helped him write the
just
Bible.
playing.
He did not write it.
So
What King James did was he pulled together the top scholars in the land at that time, and they took the Hebrew and the Greek translations and they got it into the English right now that we have today. And so, well, then it was the old style English, right? But now, you know, that's where it comes from. The new style English come from the old style. So that's all he did. He didn't write anything. You know, yeah, go ahead, give him to him. He got him. He didn't write anything. All of them was before him. So he didn't take and write nothing. That is false. King James did not write anything.
False apostle.
King James actually went into slavery once the book was completed. He went into slavery with the rest of us. Why? Because he was a nigger. You understand? King James went into slavery. No, he was not no homosexual. I got a book. I did a lecture. Which one of them lectures did I bring that out on? I believe it was in the Christian church is a house of whores and homosexuals. I believe in that lecture, I brought that out in the book that we got to where King James was actually against homosexuality.
So-
He was not a homo.
why are
There's-
Israelites teaching different concepts about King James? Because I'm listening to you talk about King James. You're saying that he was not a homosexual.
Yeah, I can't stay here late, man.
King James was not.
And then I heard,
You might hear other people. You say your husband said it, right? You said he said King James was a homosexual. Haven't Christians said that to us when we battle against them? They'll say, well, King James was gay anyway. They'll just take the Bible that they claim they believe in and throw it in the trash and say that the man that helped translate it was a homosexual, right? So, like I said, that's not true.
you know, a female these days with too much knowledge in their brains and too many questions tend to get suppressed. So
Why is
right
that?
now, I don't know.
Why you feeling
So,
suppressed?
I just do.
If
So
you
right
if you're
now, we're
wrong,
getting ready
if you're
to
wrong
be-
about something, I'm gonna tell you you're wrong. Simple as that.
All right.
It ain't got nothing to do with you
told
being a
me, just told
female.
me.
It ain't
You
got
said
nothing to
I'm
do with
wrong.
you being a female. I
You
tell
said I'm
niggas they
wrong.
wrong too.
Didn't you just
You
tell me I'm
understand?
wrong?
You hear me? I said that. Yeah, you're wrong. You're wrong about that.
I'm wrong.
Right. You're wrong about that. So it doesn't have anything to do with you being a female. You understand? You could be a nigga. How many niggas I tell me wrong, young man? How many niggas you hear me battling?
What?
How many niggas you hear me battling? I tell them they wrong.
man.
It ain't got nothing to do with you being no female. You understand? But with that, we're gonna go ahead and end the class. We way past the time.
Sir.
At the water for everybody coming out.
Because of who?
At Shalom.
Because of who?
Ken, we 45 minutes late. We're supposed to be out here at 9 o'clock. It's 9:45.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's my fault.
No, we usually in no time.
Salakia, if I may.
Go ahead.
The elephant in the room,